Okay, we are back from Mr. Jeffrey's Algebra 2 with Statistics. If you hadn't done so yet, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell. Be thankful that somebody's doing this for you, even if it's not your own teacher. I have some of my own students that they're not very thankful. I'll take care of them later. Okay, so we had a test on this stuff, and unfortunately, it did not go so well. I don't know why. Probably because people were like, oh, it's the week before Thanksgiving break. I don't have to think. Well, that is wrong. If I have to be here, you have to be here. We got stuff to do. Okay. So if we were to look at this stuff right here, these two things, it doesn't matter if it's sine or cosine. These rules all apply, and this is for graphing. Now, remember, if you've ever watched my videos before, I do not believe in graphing on paper. I believe that's archaic, okay? But that's just a me thing. So we're going to jump right into it. Jump right in. All right. What is the A value for number 1 right here? What is in front of between sine and the equal sign? Do not say 0. 1. So many people said 0 on the test. I'm about to jump out the window. Okay. B. What is our B right here? 1/2. Okay. H. What is our H right here? 2 pi. And because it's written as negative, remember it's the opposite, so that's positive. I know people did drugs. Okay. And our K is 5. Okay. Huh? Yeah, I did. I'll take care of it. I didn't know. Had a student come in late and they're like, why did you mark me trying? Well, you're like 15 minutes late. Okay. All right. Amplitude. This is our A value. What is the amplitude of this if our A is 1? Okay, come on, Helen Keller. Y'all can do better than that. The answer is right there. Somebody said, oh, the A value's in parentheses. This is why my blood pressure medicine has had to double. Okay. Horizontal shift. Hey, look at that. This is our H value. Check that out. Somebody was super smart. Okay. So it's positive. So this goes to the right 2 pi. Okay. That's it. Our vertical shift is our K value. This is 5. So it's positive. So it goes 5 up or up 5, however you say. Now, the midline, here's what's funny. There is somebody in the class beforehand that I told them specifically, it's this right here. And then they says, oh, okay. Then they got to the test. And guess what? They did something totally different. They went back to their old ways. No. Okay. So midline is y equals k. You see this kind of thing? You see this? See there I am? Okay. So that means that y equals 5. Okay. Now, our period, this is 2 pi over b, which is the same thing as saying 2 pi divided by b. And the reason I said divided by b is because this is a fraction. So I can say 2 pi divided by 1/2. Now, if you were to ask yourself, WWJD, what would Jeffries do? I, in my calculator, would say 2 divided by 1/2. And not have to worry about any other thing because it's going to give me the answer. And all I have to do is tag along the pi. This side. Huh? Yes. You can also do, the question was, can we do 2 divided by 0.5? Ding, 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 ding. Okay. So does that help a little bit more with that section? Okay, we're going to do one more. Okay. Okay, be honest. How many of y'all, when you were actually making your orange sheet, you actually took stuff from the notes that said like, oh, my amplitude's my A value, my this. How many of y'all did that? 3 people? 4? Okay, that helps. All right. Hang on, there was a phone call. Mr. Jeffers, House of Math, you're calling number 2 of the day. Hey. Yes. Raven, Miss Moore needs to see you. The phone was ringing. Okay. All right, number 2, what is our A value? 2. What's our B value? What's our H value? -5. What's our K value? -3. Okay. Man. Listen, I cannot open up your craniums and tattoo this on your cortex. I really wish I could and make life easier, but some of y'all, that's a little very small target. Okay, so our amplitude. What is our amplitude of this one? 2, because that's our A value. Our horizontal shift, this has -5, so this means to the left 5. Vertical shift, this is a negative, this means down 3. And our midline, y equals k, this is y equals -3. We're not there yet. Somebody trying to be high speed and jump ahead. Okay, so the period, okay, it's 2 pi over b. If b is 1, 2 pi over 1 is 2 pi. Not just 2, 2 pi. Yeah. Well, all I heard was a chee. Okay. All right. Now, after seeing 2 of these, a little bit more better. I teach math, not English, so more better, it sounds awesome to me, exponentially. Okay. I break the fourth wall all the time. Deadpool has nothing on me. Now, if this wasn't made with my school account, this would be a totally different language too. Okay. Is everybody good with this? Yes. Okay. All right. The frequency. Okay. Hey, look again. Listen, I am petty, like P-E to the T-T-Y. This stuff right here is taken directly from your notes on this. Directly. Okay. So this says, all right, what's my B value for number 3? 4. So if I put 4 over 2 pi, well, 4 over 2 reduces down to 2 over 1, and then the pi is in the denominator. It stays down there. It doesn't magically go and like become a whole number. No. What? Yeah, between whatever the trig thing is and x. Yeah. All right. For this one, our b is 3 pi. So we put 3 pi over 2 pi's. These pi's cancel. I'm left with 3 over 2. If you happen to write 1.5, I will take that because I know that's also what 3 halves means. Crazy. Okay. Now, does that help a little bit more? Okay. Now, the parts I've done similar to the test, I cannot make this exactly like the test. What the heck was that? Sounded like somebody stepped on like something. Okay. Yeah, squeaky toy. All right. Wow. Okay. This is where the wheels on the bus went flying off into oblivion, flying off into oblivion, flying off into oblivion. Okay. Now, it does not matter which one of these that you do, which order. Okay. Does it? Okay. But I would always start with a y equals because that's what it's got to be. All right. Now, if we're thinking if it's sine or cosine, look at where the graph is if x equals 0. If it's at a max, it's at x equals 0, then it's cosine. It's right here. That's a max. So this is a cosine. When x is 0 and there's a max, that's when it's cosine. Yeah, if it were to start like this, that's a sine graph. Yeah. All right. So now I'm looking at this. All right. Well, there's a max right here. Now, this is between 2 and 4. I wonder what number's between 2 and 4. Oh my gosh. 3. Y'all are not good for my health triangle. Okay. Just letting you know. All right. This right here, this happens to be -3. So let's think about it. If this is 3 away this way and 3 away this way, what do you think is our midline? What cuts it right in half? Yeah. So y equals 0. Hey, we can also answer the amplitude. Because it's 3 away. Wow. Okay. Now, this is where the stuff happens. All right. So if I start here and I follow this graph all the way to where it repeats again, okay, it repeats at pi, okay? So I set it up as a ratio. Because period our b value. See, like, oh, wow, some parentheses. Okay, so 2 pi equals b pi, and if I were to divide by pi, I get 2. And guess where that goes? Right here. Now, how many of y'all just had the light bulb go off a little bit? You know, if you were to go back and look at the notes from this day, and then if you and then if you were to go back and look at Monday at the practice test, and then here's another one, so that's like 3. Thank you. Okay. Oh. Okay. Thank you. You're putting that outside. Thank you so much. All right. Now, I thought this was a good example, but it is not, and I'm going to tell you why. We can find everything except for the period on this one, and I'm going to show you why. Okay. First of all, right, x0, it starts here. That is a maximum. So this automatically is a cosine. Okay. This is between 0 and 2. So this is 1. This is -1. So our midline is 0. Okay. Our amplitude is 1. All right, now, this is why with this example, it's not a good one, okay? And I'm going to show you. Let's follow it along. It starts here. It repeat. Oh, that's a. Well, no. It actually repeats right here. Somewhere between pi over 2, 3 pi over 4. This is like 3 pi over 5. I don't know. Okay, that's why this one is not a good one. Okay, I thought it was, and then apparently it's not. Just can't have nothing. But if we were to actually have, now the ones on the test, very easy to do. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I could look at the website where I stole this off of, but I don't. So yeah, it could be 2 pi over 3. I don't know, but trust me, the ones that I actually did for the retake seems dramatically easier than the ones y'all had yesterday or Tuesday. Okay. All right. Now, the law of sine. We use it when we're given sine of an angle and the side across from an angle. The sine of an angle and the side across. Look, it's the opposite. Okay. Now, we're given sine of 63. Okay, so this would be sine. We're going to use the law of sine. Okay, so this would be sine of 63 over x or whatever you want to put right there. Little c, I don't care. Now, okay. Somebody was asking a question from 2 problems ago. All right. Now, we know this is 9, but we don't know this angle right here, or do we? How do we know this angle? Yep. Now, you don't have to do one of these like this on the test, but it's a good refresher. Okay. This actually ends up being 16. Okay. So this is 16 degrees. So this is sine of 16. Okay. Now, with the cross multiply and divide, if you kind of think about it, and for some people, that's a stretch. We have this right here. So we know we're going to have 9 sine 63. Okay. And we know that it's going to be divided by, because if we multiply x times sine of 16, we're going to have to end up dividing it by the sine of 16. I would put it in the calculator like that and get my answer. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. Okay. Law of cosine. We're given, all right, here's where a lot of people messed up, and it was only -1. Missing side squared. Okay. A lot of people you got all the way to the right part, and then you went left at Albuquerque. Okay. This is going to be the law of cosine. Yup. For the problems I'm giving you, yes. Okay. So if we were to set this up, well, we know it's going to be c squared or whatever, because it's little c, whatever. All right. 13 squared plus 29 squared minus 2 times, oh, I didn't give myself enough room again. Oops. Okay. 2 times 13 times 29 times the cosine of 41. Okay, here's what happened on the test. A lot of people did that. You got to answer. Okay, you said 13 squared plus 29 squared minus 2 times 13 times 19 times cosine. Catch my woohoo. My fat fingers hit like 4 different buttons down. Yeah, gotta. I love it when y'all say catch my mixtape. Y'all don't even know what a mixtape looks like. All right, I plug it all in. Bam! I get this answer. That's not the answer. Yes, you have to take the square root. So second square root, second answer. Bam! That is it. And you round to the nearest tenth. Okay? That is the hardest. I put it because a couple of y'all said, please put it in the directions. And I even think I said, I mean, we can go back and look at the video. Go back that I said, look around the nearest tenth. And then it's in the directions. People are like, no, I'm going to do my own thing. Well, you did. Yes. 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 All right. Part 5. We're only doing one example like this because it's kind of easy. Okay. Half, side, sine of the angle. What do you think people missed on this the most? Nope. Nope. Number one issue they missed stuff with this is they forgot to round to the nearest tenth. The other thing is they use cosine instead of sine. Yeah, because this gives us 60.40, which is 60.4. Okay, and that's it. All right. All hands on deck. We're about to go over the dreaded part 6. Dun, dun, dun. I would just like to take this time to point out that I made a mistake right there. No. This right here. I wonder where I may have gotten that from. No. I got it from the notes. From last Thursday's notes. Okay. Now, this little chart right here. This is similar. Nope. All right. This is similar to these notes that y'all had on that day where it was pink. We did a chart like this, and then we did a whole unit circle, both of them pink. Okay. And we're looking for when our sine is 1. What is the radian? What is this, the pi over something when sine is 1? Pi over 2. the question that was just asked is, where'd you get the chart from? Can you put that on your test? Apparently, that same student was not paying attention when I said if they were to look at these unit circle handout sheets that we actually had that are pink that we did in class, they should actually have it. Maybe. All right. Okay. So cosine this. Okay, this is positive. That means it has to be in the first or fourth quadrant because that's when our x's are positive. So I'm looking at the cosines, trying to find the positive ones at square root of 3 over 2. Which one are those? Yes, pi over 6. One brave student finally broke the silence. Everybody else is like, I don't know what he's saying. You should already have a chart. Okay. Now, some people are still writing this down. I don't know why. All right. Tangent is of something is 0. Okay. Believe it or not, on the notes that look like this, we did all 3 of these that even says the tangents of zeros. No, no. Okay. Now, that means we have to think what has an x of 1 and a y of 0. 0 and 2 pi. Now, there is another answer that I'll also take because it has a cosine of -1 and a y, or x is -1 and a y is 0, and that is pi. Okay, because that goes -1 up none, so 0 over -1 is still, oh my gosh, don't grab a calculator, 0. I could be picking up dead chickens right now. Actually, I couldn't be picking up dead chickens. The chickens went off last week, so we are getting ready for new chickens. So I could be like moving chicken litter right now. Amazing. Selling that crap. Does this seem a little bit better now? Some people are like, yes, I got to find my unit circle stuff. And somebody in the last class asked if they get a prize if they have every handout completed at the end of the semester. Hard pass. Okay. The cosine is 0. That's the x is 0. That means it has to be on the y-axis. That goes wee-hoo, wee-hoo, up and down. There's only 2 points that are on the up and down. Who knows what one of them is? I'll give you a hint. It's between 0 and pi. It's halfway between it. Pi over 2. Okay? The other one is halfway between 1 pi and 2 pi. Yes! 3 pi over 2. Somebody got it. Okay. The cosine is negative root 2 over 2. Okay, if I told you once, I told you a bajillion times, and then some people are like, you never told me squat. Well, I did. You were just probably asleep or watching a video, or I don't know. Not my fault. I can't do osmosis. Okay. All right. So it has 4 in the denominator. It's going to be in the second and the third quadrant. So it's pi over 4, add a half. What is 1 plus 2? So this is 3 pi over 4. Add another 2 to the top. This is 5 pi over 4. All right. Is it starting to click a little bit? Okay. Last one. Oh, that was the last one. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, good stuff, good. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.